Well, more pressure is now being put on the international community to investigate claims that Russia has committed war crimes. The Kremlin denies that its forces were responsible for the deaths in Bucha and said on Tuesday that Western allegations of Russian war crimes were a monstrous forgery.
Well, let's talk now to the former commander of UK and NATO chemical, biological and nuclear forces, Colonel Hamish de Bretton-Gordon. Thank you for joining us. A lot of people, I think, are wondering at the pictures that we're beginning to see of these areas where the Russians have withdrawn from, that if they're capable of that sort of atrocity, surely they are also capable of the use of chemical and biological weapons. What do you think?
Well, I think the Russians are capable of absolutely anything. It's very clear that President Putin has no concern about collateral damage or civilian casualties, having bombed hospitals and schools. And as you said in your piece, beginning to hear about the atrocities that have happened, war crimes where civilians have been shot and others have been held captive. So I think we need to bear that in the back of our minds. I would say, the Ukrainian army have won in the north. Winning is a habit, as is losing. And I think we must really enable the Ukraine people to push that home. It would appear that the Russians are regrouping, heading east to try and take the whole of the Donbass and reinforce it in the southern areas and take Mariupol. But I think now is the time to step up our efforts with weaponry and with support, so that what ultimately we need to do is to enable the Ukrainians to hold the Russians so we can sue for peace, get Putin around the peace table, and allow these very brave people to rebuild their country.